rock and roll. Some call it the greatest genre of music of all time, and others call it noise. But whatever your taste may be, there's one thing we can all agree on. The Gnarley Birds had the most impact on this genre of music the world has ever seen. I'm Rick Johnson, and I'm taking you behind the band. The band consisted of lead singer Billy Silks, lead guitarist Skylar Fishsticks, and drummer Robbie Hammonds. They met in 1978 and began to play music on local street corners. So Billy, tell me about your experience with the band.
Oh yeah, I remember we were young, playing music on the street corners. The people loved us. They would throw stuff at us, call us names. Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry, I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. You said they would throw things at you?
Yeah, they would throw roses at us. They loved when we played, but in fact, the roses weren't actually roses, they were rocks. But it's the thought that counts. We loved it.
After playing music on the street corners, they were found by local record executive Jane Waters, who later took over and managed the band.
I remember that day. Those boys had real talent. It was exactly what the music industry needed.
Now I'm just interested to know, what caught your eye specifically?
Let me tell you something. They had style.
With Jane Waters managing the band, they were later signed to Baby Food Records, where they cut their first and only album, The Boys in Pink. Now Robbie, tell me, everyone's got a different answer, but why do you think the band broke up?
Well, ever since I started the band, all they did was hold me back, you know. My songs were just too great for anyone to even comprehend. They were about playing the drums.
Well, ever since I started the band, they couldn't live up to my expectations, so why should I stick around and play with those losers?
Well, I think we all know why the band broke up. I mean, I was the singer. I started the band and they were jealous.
Now, Miss Waters, why do you think the band broke up?
Honestly, it's because they're all in love with me. They all fought over me like little kids.
Oh, that little fight. I remember that fight. Got a few hits in there, but I still won a heart in the end.
That was it, man. Enough was enough. I couldn't take it anymore, and the band had enough of it, so I was out of there.
And just like that, the legendary Gnarley Birds were no more. After the band broke up, life wasn't easy. It appeared all the members had to move on to something different. Let's see where they are today. Now, Billy, it must have been hard for you, but what did you do after the band broke up?
After the band broke up, I followed my mother's footsteps and became a substitute teacher. I love it. I teach an English class, and the kids, they just love me. Hello, class. My name is Mr. Silks. I will be your substitute teacher today. Please turn to page 313 to start your lesson.
I'm not listening to you. You're not even the real teacher.
Well, I think this class begs to differ. Hey! Calm down!
What? My dad told me all about you. You're the washed up rock star.
Yeah, man. He got him, man.
You tell me.
Class.
Hey, everybody,
settle down.
sorry I'm late. What? You again? Get out of here!
I guess the kids don't really love me at all.
Listen, it's gonna be all right, okay? Deep breath, deep breath. John, you wanna turn that on? Despite my efforts to console Billy, he was still extremely distraught. And I'm just curious, Skylar, what did you do after the band broke up?
Well, Rick, because of my great genius, I just dropped my 5th new album entitled Sausage. You know, I've been having world tours all around.
Yeah!
So, Rob, everyone wants to know, what did you do after the band broke up?
Oh, and me and Jane got married in '83, you know, had a beautiful boy. Say I'm a stay-at-home dad now, but things aren't so peachy in the Hammond household.
Upon entering the Hammond's household, I was surprised to see a domestic dispute between Jane and Robbie.
Why do you have to yell at me? Don't yell at me in front of the baby!
That baby is not even real. You've been carrying that thing around for 4 months now.
Drum solo of anger and depression.
I'm staying with my sister.
Thank God.
Now, Robbie Jr., how did this ongoing conflict make you feel? You know, it's been a pretty bumpy ride for the Birds so far. But now, in 2012, the Birds are looking at a brand new beginning with a reunion concert that's been the most awaited in the history of rock and roll. I can't wait to see what the boys have this year. Oh, God. So I'm here with Mike. Now, Mike, a lot of people are wondering, why did you decide to let the Gnarly Birds come over to your house to do a performance today?
Well, I was at Billy's Christmas party last year, and it was the worst Christmas party I've ever been to. So I brought a Tupperware bowl of spicy cheese dip, and I need that Tupperware back. And he said the only way for me to get the Tupperware bowl back is if I let his band play at my barbecue.
I see. And how is this whole event making you feel right now?
Well, I'm a little nervous, but I just want my Tupperware bowl back.
All right, well, that sums up things on Mike's end. Hopefully we're going to be here for a great show by the Gnarly Birds.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I have a special guest, the Gnarly Birds, playing, and he made me do this or I don't get my Tupperware bowl back, so here is the Gnarly Birds.
All right, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. Let's rock and roll! 3, 2, 1.
So now you've come to the end of the journey. You've seen the rise and the fall and the rise again of one of the most influential rock bands in the 20th century. There's no limit to what these boys can do when they put their minds together. I'm Rick Johnson, and you've just watched Behind the Band.
Thank you, good night.